Hello my friends and welcome back to episode 22 of my leveling guide of Fractured Online. In the last episode we roughed up the bandit camps. First the camp in the south and then the bandit camp in the north. Today we are gonna kill elementals. There are 4 different elemental types on Aerhen. We have the storm elementals on the far right, the crystal elementals in the middle, the ice elementals in the far north, and the fire elementals waiting for us in the west. This is exactly the order in which we are going to attack the elementals. If you look at the map, you will see that I'm already close by. I arrived via the harbor and I collected 30 stones and 15 branches on the way here to build 3 campfires. Let's move further to the right. As soon as you get near the entrance area, you will be greeted directly by the first elementals. That are those little spider-like bastards that run around at the top of the screen. I advise you to activate the protection from electricity ability when fighting the storm elementals. This way you will take very little damage. Now attack the elementals and kill them. After that, keep moving towards the first hotspots. Run in a circle once and collect all the hotspots. On the way, you will quickly realize that there are only 3 different types of elementals in this area. First of all, there are the primelings. They are easy to kill, they only have 1900 HP. Next, there are the normal elementals. They can withstand a bit more with 3650 HP. Finally, there are the greater elementals. They have 5900 HP. You have to ignore them a bit longer, but they shouldn't be a problem at all because you're strong enough and you have your protection from electricity with you. Run through the area, kill elementals and discover all 6 hotspots. Near the first hotspot you will finally see the first greater elemental. As mentioned before, it has much more HP, but it does very little damage. This is due to the protection from electricity ability. The normal elementals push a lot more damage into it. With that, you've already seen everything that awaits you on this island. As you can see, it's not really difficult, but time consuming at best. Once you've collected all the 6 hotspots, you can leave the area. During your journey to all the hotspots, you should have brought the primelings and the normal elementals to 100%. I ignore the greater elementals, I don't bring them to 100%. It's just a waste of time since there are too few greater elementals on the island. Leave the area, I'm going to ride down here to this harbor. If you still need to kill elementals, do so on the way back while leaving the area. Next, ride to the crystal elementals on the island in the middle. I entered the area coming from the north, but it doesn't matter which side you come from. Now do exactly the same as with the storm elementals. Collect the 5 hotspots and kill all the elementals you see along the way. Again, there are only 3 elemental types, the primelings, the normal elementals and the greater elementals. You will quickly realize that these elementals can take a lot more damage than the storm elementals. This is because the elementals have 30% more HP. The normal elementals, for example, have 4450 HP. You will also have to run back and forth a bit to avoid the projectiles. Against the normal elementals, it's a good idea to shoot twice, then run a few steps, shoot twice again, run again, shoot twice again, and so on. This way you will dodge all the projectiles that the elementals shoot at you, and you will take 0 damage at all. With the greater elementals you follow the same tactics. Shoot twice and run, shoot twice and run. By doing this you will only take damage from the mana drain, which by the way will cause you to run out of mana at some point in the fight. But that doesn't matter at all. As long as you keep moving and also have bandages with you, there's no way the elemental could kill you. You'll get the hang of it by the 2nd or 3rd elemental and you'll kill them with your eyes closed. From then on, elemental hunting is a piece of cake. Once you've discovered all the 5 hotspots, you can leave the area. On the way back, make sure you have the primelings and the normal elementals at 100%. I'm still a long way from that, so I'm going to hunt more elementals now. You won't get the greater elementals to 100% here either, there are too few of them. Once you've completed the primelings and the normal elementals, it's time to leave this area. I leave the area again via the northern bridge. The next target is the ice elementals in the far north. To get up there, I always use the harbor in the far west of the peninsula. Once you are near the ice elementals, I recommend activating the protection from cold ability. Without this protection ability, you have no chance against the elementals, because you will be frozen by cold spells and you won't be able to move and they will just kill you. Ride north through the area and look for primelings, normal elementals and crater elementals again. The ice elementals are much easier than the crystal elementals before. You don't even have to dodge anything because you are immune to almost all the attacks. Just stand still and watch a series on Netflix while killing one elemental after another. When you have discovered the last hotspot, you can leave the area again. Again, kill enough elementals on the way back to bring the primelings and the normal elementals to 100%. I'm still a long way from that, so I'll linger around a bit and kill some more of them. Once the primelings and normal elementals are at 100%, you leave the area. If you want, you can also bring the crater elementals to 100%. You see, I brought them to 48% without even looking for them. There are many more crater elementals here than on the other islands. The last goal for this episode is the fire elementals. We find them down here and that's where I'm traveling to now. I'll take the harbor on the west and then ride over to the fire elementals. I recommend that you enter the area from the north. Make sure you have protection from fire activated, otherwise you'll take so much fire damage that you'll bite the dust in no time. As you enter the area, you will immediately be welcomed by 2 primelings. Kill the primelings and the normal elementals again up to 100%. When you see crater elementals, shoot them as well and collect all 5 hotspots. The fire elementals have extremely high fire resistances, so your burning arrows do very little damage. The damage bonus of your burning arrows is reduced to 20%. Activate the burning arrows anyway, because 20% is still more than 0%. Once you've discovered all the 5 hotspots, and once you brought the primelings and normal elementals to 100%, you can leave the area. And here I am, sitting at my fireplace in my house at the end of this episode and also at the end of the last episode of this leveling guide. Let's take a look at our inventory and see what I've collected. In this episode alone I found 4 tier 2 recipes. All these were dropped by the elementals. I collected about 20,000 gold, much of it I had already deposited in the bank, and I accumulated many knowledge points. It's a total of 44,000 knowledge points that I collected in this episode alone. You now have 2 choices. Either you unlock even more talent points. Of course, the big question is, which talents do you still need? I don't need any more talents for now, so I won't unlock any talent points. The alternative is to say, hey, I don't really want to play bowman at all, but rather walk around with a big hammer or with a dagger. Then rather unlock new abilities that fit the build you want to play. You have enough knowledge points. I said in the very first episode that by the end of the guide you will have enough talents and knowledge points to play whatever you want. You can completely reallocate the current talent points and you have enough knowledge points for new abilities. I wish you a lot of fun with the game. From now on, play the class that you enjoy the most. Try out a few playstyles, maybe you prefer to be a mage. Then now's the time to put the bow in the chest and craft a mage stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of Fractured Online. I've been asked a lot if I'll be making a new leveling guide once Arboreus is released. The release is only 5 days away at the time of this recording. Short answer, I don't know, but it's possible. Of course, before I can create a new guide, I need to explore the new continent first, and my plan is to do that in a live stream. So tune in then, subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss the live streams, leave a like and enjoy the game. Until then, be well and take care.